Katie Sabo, and I'm so excited to have Minnesota Lynx star and 2019 WNBA Rookie of the Year, Napheesa Collier, joining me. Napheesa, thank you, first of all, so much for joining us.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
First, I mean, you know, this coronavirus outbreak has been difficult for everyone. So how have you been?
I've been good. Just, trying to keep busy as best I can. We play lots of Monopoly games. We try to get some workouts in. So just trying to stay busy.
So what is your daily routine like in quarantine right now?
Well, I wake up pretty late because, why not? And like I said, we try to get a couple workouts in, some home workouts. We actually have access to a church with a gym in it. So we're the only ones that have access there, so we can work out there freely. And like I said, our daily Monopoly games.
So you've been staying in shape. So what do your daily workouts entail?
Well, Alex, my fiance, is a basketball trainer, so that's really lucky. And he started me on this ball handling regime where I have to do like 10 minutes of ball handling 3 times a day. And then we also, work out at the gym and then try to get like at home workouts in. Just that's it from my trainer at Minnesota.
That's so nice. And you mentioned your fiance recently engaged. So biggest question here, do you guys still like each other? Is the wedding still on after spending so much time together?
We do still like each other. The wedding is still on.
Well, that is very good. The Monopoly games, who has the edge so far, you or the fiance?
Well, we actually have a friend that's been staying with us during this quarantine too, so it's the 3 of us. And I got pretty far behind in the beginning, but I'm starting to win some now. So.
And I saw on Twitter, you've started your own book club. Is that right? Can you kind of tell us what that's all about?
Yeah, so I've always loved to read. And during this quarantine, I know a lot of people are bored and they don't know what to do. So I thought this would be a great time to kind of get that started. And so it's just once a week, I'll go on live. Sometimes I'll have guest people come and talk too. And we discuss the chapters of the week before. And it's just kind of like a fun little thing for people to stay busy.
If people want to join your book club, how do they do it?
It'll just be posted on my Instagram, and you just have to download the book that we've chosen for that month and just tune in for the discussions. So really easy.
And you told me you're in Missouri right now. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Not in Minnesota yet. So have you been in contact with some of your teammates, head coach, and what has the conversations kind of been like right now?
Yeah, I've been in contact with both. For coach, it's just, she's asking how you're doing, things like that, just trying to give as many updates as she can, which unfortunately, isn't a lot right now. Right. With our teammates, it's just checking in, seeing what they're doing, talking about just how crazy this kind of situation is and talking about how we're excited to see each other.
And is there one teammate in particular you really talk to more than the others right now?
Yeah, I talked to Jess Shepard a lot. I knew her in college and even before college. So we've been especially gotten close this year now that we're on the same team instead of playing against each other, which is nice. Mm-hmm. So I talked to her the most out of everybody.
Obviously, the season was supposed to start in May. You had a pretty good rookie campaign following the Rookie of the Year award. So what are you looking forward to most once the season begins?
I think just getting back at it. We had a really new team last year. We're going to have a lot of new players this year too, but I think just gelling with everyone is going to be really nice that we kind of have that year of experience under our belts. And for me personally, having that year, not being like a freshman kind of anymore, I think it's going to be really fun just coming in with, feet hitting the ground.
Do you have any personal goals for yourself for your second year in Minnesota?
There's always personal goals. The number one goal is obviously the team. We want a championship is what we go for every single year. And so I think just keeping small goals is how you push yourself and stay focused during the year. So just small goals that I have for myself that, I kind of want to reach.
Now, when you get back to Minnesota, I'm just wondering, I'm fairly new in Minnesota. Do you have favorite restaurants that you go to? Anything in Minnesota that you really miss right now that you wish that you had?
One thing that I discovered was cheese curds. I guess it's a Minnesota thing. Delicious. Those are so good. I can't wait to get those again.
Any favorite restaurants outside of the cheese curds?
I don't know. I mean, it's not a Minnesota restaurant, but I got Jersey Mike's like every single day. But I don't know any like specific, the City Works, I think, which is where I got my cheese curds. I think it's called City Works.
That is awesome.
Yeah.
Now, outside of going back to where you're staying in Missouri, outside of Monopoly games, have you been binge watching any shows? I know I have run out of every single show to watch on Netflix right now.
Yeah. I started watching Ozark a little bit. Yeah, that one's really good. I watched, for some reason, Hell's Kitchen, which I started binging on. It's not like a super good show, but I got hooked on it. I don't know. I think those are kind of the only two that I was really binging right now, but I need to get some too.
And what message do you have? You know, obviously it's kind of hard to stay positive right now with sports being on hold for the time being, but you know, what's keeping you in the right mindset, and what kind of message do you have for fans that are so excited to watch you and the Lynx play?
Yeah. What's keeping me is, you know, eventually this has to end. So eventually we're going to have a season. You know, obviously, hopefully it's this year at some point, but just to stay ready and for our fans just to keep supporting us. We have the best fans in the league. Everyone, I mean, it's not even just Minnesota people who think that, it's everyone who thinks that. And so I just say, you know, keep doing what you're doing, keep supporting us, stay inside, stay safe. Just, we're all in this together. So we'll be together soon.
Well, Napheesa, thank you so much. I hope to meet you in person one day, not virtually like we're doing now, but thank you so much. I hope you and your fiance and all of your friends and family stay safe as well. And again, we so appreciate the time.
Yes, thank you. You too.